from Morrison Stadium in Omaha for the 2022 NSAA Soccer Championships. Our first game of the evening is in Class B, and it's the top seed Skutt Catholic Skyhawks taking on the Lexington Minutemen. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us from here at Morrison Stadium. I'm joined by three-time All-American and former Olympian Maren McCrary. Great to have you with us. And Maren, we're expecting a great one here tonight between Lexington and Skutt.
It's going to be a phenomenal game. Lexington lost the first 2 games of the season and then have won 19 straight to get here. They're looking for their 20th win, but it's going to come tough against a really well-balanced, really well-organized Skutt team. Let's take a look at the maps and where these two teams come from. Of course, Lexington is about 3 hours and 15 minutes west of us. Skutt right here in Omaha, and they'll meet for a title here at Morrison Stadium. How do they actually get to this championship game? Skutt with a win over Elkhorn North and Waverly. Lexington knocked off Northwest and Bennington to get here to the title. Time now to meet the third member of our broadcast crew, and for that, we go down to Anna Bellinghausen.
Happy to be along with you guys for another matchup. So Skutt, firepower with this team, but Coach Lamos told us this team doesn't really have any weaknesses on the Skutt side. It'll come down to who is having those mistakes and who can capitalize them all game long.
Thank you very much, Anna. Should be a good one. The first game of the night, championship on the line in Class B. It's Lexington and Skutt in a rematch here in Omaha.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn, not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
PBS Passport gives you access to a phenomenal library of drama, history, science, and performance programs. You can watch whenever you want with the PBS app. Passport is the most popular member benefit we've ever offered. But did you know that you can receive access to Passport by donating your car, truck, or boat? Well, you can. So put that vehicle you no longer need to good use. Go online or give us a call right now to donate it. And thanks.
Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change the CC settings to Service 2 on your television. We are back on campus at Creighton University, Morrison Stadium. Time for player introductions. And for that, let's go to our public address announcer. Here's Chad Price.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium in the 2022 NSAA State Soccer Championship for tonight's contest between Lexington High School and Skutt Catholic High School. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. We request that spectators not go onto the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of injury to players and or spectators. Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining walls surrounding the field. And now for the introduction of the players and coaches, beginning with the Lexington Minutemen. Number 0, Jason Lemus. Number 1, Oscar Ukjavaria. Number 3, Manuel Carranza Gomez. Number 4, Jesus Prado Reyes. Number 5, Kenny Morales Suarez. Number 6, Alejandro Cruz. Number 7, Fernando Casillas. Number 8, Jordi Enamorado. Number 9, Antonio Moro. Number 10, Miguel Raimundo Jesus. Number 11, Diego Martinez Maravilla. Number 12, Ezekiel Lucas Reynoso. Number 14, Andres Perez. Number 15, Bradley Orozco Gonzalez. Number 16, Alexander Perez Tunay. Number 18, Kenneth Garcia. Number 19, Eden Lima Baranda. Number 20, Ernesto Vargas Hernandez. Number 23, Ivan Tovar Morales. Number 30, Willander Hernandez. Number 31, Eden Cruz Lima. Number 37, Freddy Vargas Guido. Number 41, Angel Diaz. And number 99, Eric Lopez. The Minutemen are led by head coach Joel Lemus, assisted by Connor Williams, Anita Bachman, Jonathan Amador, Alejandro Gutierrez, and Larry Ramirez. And now for the players and coaches for the Skutt Skyhawks. Number 0, Morgan Finkenbinder. Number 1, Samuel Shent. Number 2, Benjamin Shent. Number 3, Cole Esner. Number 4, Matthew Rumpf. Number 5, Blake Flom. Number 6, Eric Schmidt. Number 7, Aiden Drum. Number 8, Dylan Toth. Number 9, Tyler Phillips. Number 11, Kyle Stopak. Number 12, William Tobabana. Number 13, Zachary Oreda. Number 14, Dominic Costanzo. Number 15, Justin Witt. Number 16, Ryan Witt. Number 17, Ian Scott. Number 18, Jaden Fuzka. Number 19, Tyler Williams. Number 20, Bram Allen. Number 21, Kyle Eck. Number 23, Lucas Vandenberg. Number 24, Noah Boyd. And number 26, Jack Healy. The Skyhawks are under the leadership of head coach Justin Zabawa, assisted by Matt Bragg, Jack Toma, Eric Benzel, Bill Cunningham, Joe Connick-Wilcox, Peter Connick-Wilwerding, and Andrew Fenner. Our officials for the evening are led by Brittany Hegeman, assisted by Ian Dust, Noah Merrick, Jim McVeigh. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Tegan Beatty of Norris High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Tegan Beatty with our national anthem from Norris High School, getting set for state championship soccer here at Morrison Stadium. It is Lexington and Skutt, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed, top ranked versus number 2. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Minutemen. They'll be in that 4-3-3 shape.
We got a lot of goal scorers up top there, Larry, for those guys. Miguel, Diego, and Ernesto all have double-digit scoring.
Led by Joel Lemus. And here's a look at Skutt Catholic. Skutt will start off in that 4-3-3, but kind of transition to a 4-5-1 to defend.
Yeah, and really we're going to see an interesting formation with this 3-5-2. You're going to have them overloading that midfield, really looking for an opportunity to take advantage of those 3 midfielders that they'll be playing against Lexington.
Justin Zabal with the head coach for Skutt. This is a rematch of last year's state championship. Lexington back here for the 2nd year in a row, only the 2nd time they've ever been in a state championship final. Skutt back here for the 3rd consecutive year, trying to make it 3 titles in a row. Lex got off to the fast start last year. This is 1 year ago. Skutt answered. Far post, nice shot. Back and forth battle as Skutt would go on to win it 3-1, winning its 2nd straight state championship. Skutt tonight could be just the 2nd boys team ever to win 3 straight state titles. And of course, last night the Skutt girls were winners. You go back a year ago, the Skutt boys and girls both won it on the same night. This year, they're going girls on Monday, boys on Tuesday, so playing opposite nights. So already 1 championship in the pocket for Skutt, and trying to go for the double once again. There's a look at Morgan Finkenbinder.
You know, that score last year, 3-1 between these 2 teams, did not really indicate just how close that game was. It was a really back and forth battle, like you mentioned. Lexington had plenty of chances on goal, lots of shots. Skutt was just able to capitalize. So I would expect more of that this evening.
Our referee tonight is Brittany Hageman. There is Oscar Echeverria. Echeverria in goal for the Minutemen. Kickoff and underway here. Class B state championship.
One of these organizational matchups that I'm really looking forward to is that the Lexington Minutemen play with 3 forwards and Skutt is playing with a 3 back, meaning they only are using 3 defenders in that backfield. They're going to look to have those 5 center midfielders, those wingers on the outside, getting back onto the defensive shape and then forward into the attack. It's very physically demanding, but it can pay huge dividends if it's done well.
Semifinals, Lexington with 2 long-distance goals to get the win over Bennington, both from 25-plus yards out. Alexander Perez, Jordy Inamorado, both with goals. You're going to see how imposing the size there of Jesus Prado is in that mid-back. And Justin Zabawa, the head coach of the Skyhawks, called him out specifically and said he just cleans up so much stuff on that back line for the Minutemen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, we'll find out if he's got the speed to match his size, but he looks like a prototypical center back.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you're seeing in the pro game. These just big, strong center backs that can win balls out of the air. They can battle physically, and it's going to help them a lot anytime they're in the box.
The opportunity shot on just over the top of the crossbar, and the shot by Ben Schent. Benjamin, just a freshman for Skutt, has 3 goals on the year and an early opportunity.
Yeah, a missed mistake from Lexington on that build-out. Well done for Benjamin to recognize that space for that early shot.
Boyd drops it back to Finkenbinder. And Skutt will try to build up from here. Taken away. Perez with it. Back to Perez. Tried to work the wide channel there, but kicked out as Vargas gave chase.
We'll have to see how long it takes Lexington to kind of get into their rhythm. Like I said, they've got 3 goal scorers up top in double digits. They know how to score goals. They look to find each other. They're selfish without being overly ball hoggish, I guess you could call it. So I think we'll just kind of see how long it takes them.
Good ball ahead from Schent. That was Sam Schent that time. Cleared out by Diaz.
Yeah, you could see on that last play. Oh,
look out! Good opportunity, the header! Goal early on for Skutt. No, they're going to say offsides. Offsides called, no goal.
And I was just about to talk about this high line. You can see that offside line right there. And he just leaves just a touch early. This is about the difference right there.
Wow.
It's really becomes a matter of inches. We saw that last night as well.
An early offsides call last night as well that was about as close as that.
Mm-hmm. And that's what those linesmen really have to look at. They can only look at that line, and if any part of your body is bending over that line, it'll be offside. And so right here, it almost looks like he's in line, but I mean, that's even closer when you look at just a hand sticking across that.
Angel Diaz clears that out again. Throw in here for the Skyhawks.
Really fortunate for Lexington to not have that goal count.
Throw in by Tanner Phillips. Skutt will try to control here and keep it in. Foul called. It's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, this is a dangerous area of the field that I think Lexington's going to want to avoid giving up set pieces on. Just comes in, just from the side, takes him out. I'm a little bit surprised that Skutt didn't take a chance on goal and kind of test out Oscar early in this game. You just never know how the nerves of a big game like this are going to affect a goalkeeper's hands, so kind of getting an early chance can sometimes be a nice strategy.
Lexington changing up the angle of attack. Good footwork there. Good ball through, but nice job by Finkenbinder to come out and handle it. Ooh, nearly a good pass ahead there, but nice defense. Early on here, Skutt winning some of these 50-50s, Mary.
They are. You know, that's the thing. Skutt's only playing with 2 forwards, and Lexington has 4 in the back. But they're kind of sitting back. They're watching those Skutt forwards come back and receive the ball and turn and face up, which is the last thing you want them to do. Both of these Skutt forwards are used to scoring goals, and if you give them space and time to turn and face up, they're going to be dangerous.
Aiden Trum ahead. Work the wide channel. The cross opportunity here. Shot on! That time it's good! Skutt on the board early.
Yeah, timing of that run was brilliant. What you're going to see on this one is that build-up from that outside winger or midfielder getting forward into the attack on that wide channel. He delivers a perfect ball right into the run. an incredible finish there.
The assist from Tyler Phillips, the goal scored by Dylan Toth. It's his 21st goal of the season, his second down here at State. And the Skyhawks have the early lead, 6.5 minutes in.
Well, and that was a perfect example of how Dylan has been able to score 21 goals on the season. I mean, the composure to finish that with one touch, it's incredible. When you don't take an extra touch inside the box there, it's much harder for the goalkeepers to defend that and make a save. So, great finishing.
Lexington still trying to continue the build-up and has had a difficult time owning possession here early on. Is definitely Skutt.
Yeah, Lexington's midfield is going to have to get a little bit more active. They've got to be looking to control that midfield a little bit more. They've got to combine with each other. Right now, like I said, Lexington still really hasn't found a rhythm on this game yet.
Weighted through ball here is handled by Noah Boyd, who sends it wide. Throw-in opportunity here for the Minutemen. Look at the head coach of the Lexington Minutemen, Joel Lemus. Bender into the 18, headed out of there by Tababin.
All the action's been in the attacking half for Skutt, so interested to see if Lexington can get something on Finkenbinder and make him make a save.
Skutt had a shutout in the semifinals, 4-0, an impressive win over Waverly. It was their 12th shutout of the season. Another opportunity.
Yeah, Lexington's got to really get this defense organized. They're just letting these Skutt forwards run right through them right now, having their day. Dylan Toth is just going to be, he's going to be a lot to handle, but I think I'd like to see Lexington make a little bit of an adjustment to manage that. They're playing a little bit flat right now, maybe drop one of them off to handle the deeper run. And see, you can see here where Dylan just is running into those gaps between the forward line and the midfield line, and he's having his day right now. Too much space to turn and face up and play forward.
Esther takes that away. He'll carry it up himself. Esther still with it. And then a free kick upcoming for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, and right now that 5 in the midfield is just dominating those 3 Lexington players. This is where this began. And then when you're recovering like this and you're getting beat, that's where the fouls happen.
Samuel Schent to send this in.
Well, he certainly has the range.
Yep.
Yeah, Lexington is going to really need to start imposing their offensive attack on Skutt. If they can get more of that offensive game happening, they can drop some of those midfielders a little bit deeper. Right now, there's just too much of the game taking place on that 5v3 in the midfield, and Skutt's dominating.
Here's another through ball. Good ball up ahead. Skutt has had a couple of breakaways here early, some nice through balls. Lead at 1-0 here in the first.
This back line for Lexington definitely playing really high, giving all that space behind, which is why Skutt is trying to make all those runs into that space. They were offside there again, but they're going to keep looking to push that line.
Into the game now for Lexington is Nadine Lima. Lima coming in for Jesus Prado.
Well, it looks like Jesus has something wrapped on his knee. You got to wonder how much impact that is having on his ability to chase down those runners.
Raimondo with it. Good footwork here by Raimondo. Lexington continues the build. A little more pace here for Lexington. Another ball ahead. Foul called on Dylan Toth.
Yeah, good defensive effort. You're running towards your own goal. This is really difficult to do. Dylan just catches him as he's clearing that ball on that swing around.
Give and go, taken away. And then Shent has it taken back.
Diego Martinez for Lexington is going to have to get himself more involved in this game. He's got to find the ball at his feet. He's their leading goal scorer, 16 goals and 13 assists. I mean, he knows how to generate offense, but I think he's got to demand that ball more, find those gaps, find the ball.
Concerns when we chatted with Justin Zabala, the head coach of the Skyhawks yesterday, was the speed of this Lexington team. But here early, it would appear Skutt's up to the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've seen a lot of speed from Skutt.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see on the flip side where Lexington's playing this really high back line, Skutt's dropping off. They're respecting the speed that I anticipate seeing from Diego Martinez. So they're not giving him that space to run in behind. Not yet, at least. And when you're playing with 5 in the middle, you can see in front of that center, that back line, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Another run. Nice job coming off the line to make a play. Echeverria. But again, another terrific opportunity there for Skutt. Another look at Echeverria off the line.
And these are such dangerous crosses because the goalkeeper has to make a decision. How far out do I come to pick that up? So that service is just a fantastic, difficult decision for the goalkeeper. Oscar definitely did a nice job there, though, grabbing that.
Trying to chip it in, goes over the frame. 1-0 Skutt here. As we near the midway point of half number 1. Goalie kick coming up for Finkbinder. Phillips back into the game now for the Skyhawks. Now ball controlled here by Lexington.
This is the area of the field where the Minutemen are going to need to really connect with feet. The gaps are there, the spaces are there. They just have to find feet. There's no space in behind that back line right now. So they might have to make an adjustment here, start getting the ball in between that midfield and forward defensive line.
Perez with it. Just not much happening in the midfield right now for the Minutemen.
No, they're not able to hold the ball. They're not connecting with each other. It almost looks like the three midfielders there are kind of playing on islands with themselves, and it's just too hard to try to beat that many midfielders that Skutt is putting in there. So they're going to really have to figure out how to connect with each other and work that ball through those gaps.
Quick throw in by Stopak. Throw it in again. Mentioned these two teams met in the championship last year, so a rematch, but they also played earlier this year. And that was won by Lexington 2-0. Skutt started out the year.
And that looked to be outside of the box.
Close, yep.
Certainly not going to be a penalty kick, but a dangerous area of the field. I love how he's going to take the player on 1v1, shows a lot of confidence. It's a great area of the field that you want to be taking those kinds of chances, because if you don't get around him and he has to foul you, you still got yourself set up.
So a terrific free kick opportunity here for the Skyhawks. Shit goes in direct. Got it back of the net! What a pass and a shot by Noah Boyd! And Boyd puts it in for his 8th goal of the season, and offsides called again.
Oh, wow. Gonna have to look at this replay. It appeared to be a fantastic goal, but like we said, we don't have that angle like the linesmen do. Skutt is just coming up. I mean, they're probably showing different things, right, than the first time they played them. I mean, Lexington won that first game 2-0, and now Skutt is changing. It appears they've changed some of the things they're doing because they're dominating right now. Oh, that's pretty obvious.
There it is right there.
He's definitely starting in that offside position. Good step by Lexington. And that's what you want to do on a free kick. You start to step out just for that very purpose, to try to get some of those attackers offside.
Right channel again. Here comes Skutt with the feet of Tyler Phillips.
And I just love what Skutt's doing here. Oh, it's a good look.
Good shot on there by Sam Shent.
They're using their forwards right now. Aiden and Dylan are making runs that are pulling those center backs, pulling that back line out of the spaces that they want to be. And then you see other midfielders, center midfielders for Skutt, running through the middle channel into those gaps. This is going to be a problem for Lexington unless they make an adjustment.
Time out of the field. We'll take one as well. Skyhawks with a goal to take a 1-0 lead. And they have controlled the play early on here at Morrison.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Brought to you by Nebraska 811.
Electricity. It makes life easier, more productive,
brighter? Possible. Yet we only think about it when we don't have it. The next time you're doing, well, anything, think about how electricity makes it all possible. And know we will be there, powering your everyday, every day.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Terrific night here at Morrison. Skies have cleared out. We hope they stay clear for the rest of the night. The showers came through earlier. And just a terrific evening for state championship soccer.
Halfway through this half, it's been all Skutt.
All the opportunities, they've controlled possession, they've controlled the midfield. It's just been a complete performance for Skutt.
Yeah, with the offensive powers that we've seen out of Lexington, this is a little bit surprising that they don't have a shot on goal yet. Don't think he's happy. I think he thinks that that was a little bit of a late hit.
Drop back to Boyd. Skutt possesses. Slowly starts to build. Wide channel again, taking it up is Essner. Crosses.
Good job to get his head on that ball. Angel Diaz gonna need more of that tonight. Starting to see a little bit more of Lexington connecting with each other, but that final pass into the final third is really not there yet. That's why we haven't seen any opportunities. They're kind of giving that ball away right as they're getting into that attacking third.
Feel the Lexington crowd just wanting something to happen. Get near the 18 into that attacking third. It gets loud just like this. Crossed.
Don't think that that was the shot or even the cross that they're really hoping for there. But, you know, if they can keep the ball down here, they can get a little bit more rhythm. They've got to keep it on their attacking half, keep moving this ball around. Even if they're not great chances, you got to take chances up here.
Cleared again by that back line of Skutt.
We've seen 3 high balls going over there to Ernesto on that right wing. You know, I think he's got the size advantage there, but right now Kyle Eck seems to be handling it pretty well. Excuse me, that's Zach Orada over there on the left back. opportunity for Miguel. What I'm really impressed with here is Skutt was able to get numbers back in that recovery run so quickly.
Let's go down to the field to Anna.
Yoskar. Yeah. Joined by Yoskar Galvin. Yoskar, you played in this game last year and you're watching it now. What does it mean seeing your team out here again?
It's a pleasure to come watch my team play again, and it's just exciting to see if we could bring it home. I mean, last year it didn't happen, but this year I feel like it's the year this year.
So now you're professional playing for Union Omaha, the youngest member of that team. How special is it to sign that contract?
I mean, it's a blessing, and I mean, it's been my dream since I was a little kid to play pro, and coming here to play for Nebraska and being a homegrown from Union Omaha it's just a blessing. I'm just happy that I was able to do it coming from the little town I'm from.
And talk about your childhood a little bit. Your father was a huge part of this dream. What does he mean to you?
My father means everything to me. I mean, he brought me up from a little boy. I mean, he stepped up as my father figure, and he's my stepfather, but he's my real dad at heart. He's always been, and he helped me through a lot. He helped me develop as a player, trained me as much as he could, and it's been showing up lately.
Watching your team now, what would it mean for Lexington to bring home a championship?
I mean, you can just tell by the fans, we're full, and it's the most important, in my opinion. I mean, in Lex, soccer is everything. And bringing a championship home would be the best feeling ever, especially even if I'm not playing. This team is in my heart, so if they win, we all win.
Well, thank you so much, Yoskar. Good luck to all you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, and a great conversation with Yoskar, who was in this championship match 1 year ago.
Larry, I think I was telling you earlier, I remember watching Yoskar play as a little boy, about 11 years old is the first time I saw him play, and he just has so much passion for this game. And you can tell he has so much passion and love for this team, for this community. They all do for each other. And his dad.
Look out, here's another opportunity. Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned Yoskar's dad actually went out and purchased a 12-passenger van because many of the youth in the community didn't have access to transportation to get to tournaments and get to practice. And he would drive around, pick everyone up, take them to practices, take them to tournaments across Nebraska, out to Denver, all around the country, really helped develop. And his dad is an assistant coach at the middle school in Lexington.
Yeah, and Wilmar, I mean, Yoskar talks about his dad as he's he developed Yoskar into a great soccer player, but he has had a hand in developing all of these players.
Well, it was interesting in talking to Coach Lemus, who said, there's really no two ways about it. Lexington is a soccer community. Soccer is what we're about. Just no denying it. It means a lot to the community, and to be here means a lot to him. And imagine what it would mean to the community to take home the school's first ever state soccer championship.
Well, as Yoskar mentioned, I'm sure all of them, everybody in that community would feel like they had a part in it, and they do.
Channel here, taken up by Hernandez. Lloyd right there on him as Hernandez tries to cross. Nice take through. And throw in here for the Minutemen.
Lexington doing a good job now, getting more numbers involved in the attack, starting to take players on a little bit more. That's a good ball. It almost just feels like Skutt is getting into this final third and then almost rushing things a little bit. I think if they can settle in, they're good players. They can take players on 1v1. We're starting to see some of that confidence come out, but now they've got to also have a little bit of patience in front of the goal. just really struggling with that final third up to their forwards. I'd love to see them just kind of keep swinging it around. See if you can disorganize. Get those back three and the two holding mids sitting in front of Skutt's back line. Those are the ones that they've really got to disorganize.
Blake Flom with it. Flom with a shot. On far side there, Stopak chasing it down. Terrific tackle there by Diego Martinez. Check that's Fernando Casillas with the tackle.
Yeah, really well executed tackle to get around, get that ball. He stays inside of him right here and just able to poke that ball out of bounds before Kyle's able to get there.
So Sam Schent with the corner kick upcoming here for the Skyhawks, already on top 1-0. Inside 9 minutes remaining.
So the referee's talking to these players in front of the goalkeeper. This is a really good tactic on corner kicks. You can't move to stay in front of the goalkeeper, but you can start in front of the goalkeeper. And so you can kind of block the vision of goalkeepers on a corner kick.
Good opportunity here. Boy, just...
Yeah, Lexington just had a great opportunity for a counterattack. They had numbers up, but that's what I'm talking about, that final pass, holding the ball and connecting to feet.
All forward just a little too strong. Here's Raimundo again with it. Raimundo carrying in. Raimundo crosses, and a corner kick upcoming for the Minutemen.
I believe this is the first corner kick of the game for Lexington. Good opportunity here. Still haven't really tested out Morgan Finkenbinder yet.
Kenny Morales on the corner, upcoming for the Minutemen. Header, that far post. Skutt clears it out.
It's difficult to see if that header was cleared by the defender or if it was hit on the post. Defender blocked it. Let's take another look at it. The way it kind of pinged off, it almost looked like it missed the defender and hit the post, but maybe his hip got it.
Inamorado now. Inamorado, shot on, just a bit wide.
That shot had some great power on it, a little bit too much bend. Those bending balls are so difficult for goalkeepers to handle. I love it when players step up with that kind of confidence to swing a ball in there like that.
Aiden Trum, Dylan Toth back into the game for the Skyhawks, along with Ian Scott.
Yeah, it did come off the post, but credit to Skutt. I mean, he was right there. He covered that post. It wasn't going to get through him. Really good chance there.
Good play there by Inamorado, as well as Toth. Throw in here the Skyhawks.
Really long throw in. That's going to be dangerous.
Tries to settle it, and he does.
But here we've got 1 versus 5. Lexington's got to get numbers up. See if they can switch the point of attack here.
Great footwork there for the Minutemen. Way to handle the cross. That was Kyle Eck back there, the freshman that got a foot on it. Yellow card issued to Jordy Enamorato. Coach calls him the engine of our team. He says just constantly persistent, motivates everyone in the field.
Oh, I
didn't see it.
Well, he just barely clips. He's not trying to get in here, just barely clips his heel there.
Yep.
Takes him down. Yeah, and as you can see, Skutt tried to play a quick play, but when a yellow card is issued, the player must come off the field, and then he can re-enter quickly. But so you can't do a quick restart on that.
Saw Jesus Prado there up above everyone else. Playing the header out. There's Trum, Aiden Trum with it. Back comes Prado again.
Lexington backline is doing a much better job now of picking up those runners coming through and then dropping and providing cover from the other center back. They're going to have to keep that up. Even giving up corner kicks, still better than getting shots on frame.
Dobobin here with the corner.
Lexington has a chance here if they can get their numbers up. You know, you saw that 3-on-3 matchup with Lexington coming out. I mean, this is where they can really take advantage of some opportunities in that counterattack. Just haven't quite executed just right yet.
Switching up angle of attack here is Casillas, who into the 18 and cleared out by Noah Boyd.
Smart defensive play there to put the body between the attacker and the ball. Ernesto made a great move in the box there. Noah Boyd defensively handling that really well.
Mundo with it.
I'm also really pleased with the defensive adjustments that the Lexington midfield has made. They're starting to deny giving the Skutt midfielders time to play those longer balls. Now they're playing them tighter, denying some of those passes through.
Patrolling that back line again.
This is where they can take an opportunity Yeah, anytime they find just the tiniest bit of space right there outside the box, they've got to be looking for a shot.
Inside a minute to go before halftime. Here's Trum again.
Great defense there, Angel Diaz.
Raimundo's feed, he sends it ahead to Vargas. 10 to go, Raimundo again.
Get a shot off here if you can, if you're Lexington.
And they won't get it off. So one half of the books here in the Class B state championship between Skutt and Lexington. Skyhawks on the board early and held on to that 1-0 lead through the first half. And control and play and possession all dominated early on by Skutt. Lexington much better in the back half of that first half of play.
Yeah, they made some adjustments, certainly defensively. Now they've just got to start to make some of those connections offensively.
Let's go down to the field to Anna.
Alongside Coach Lemus. Coach, what kind of rhythm are you hoping to find to get more of those offensive chances?
Well, we need to start playing our game. I think we're getting a little bit away from what we do. Skutt's doing a good job of shutting down what we normally do on our first option, and our boys have realized that. Now at half, we got to talk about how you combat that and beat that.
How do you want your team to come out of this break?
We got to shake off whatever's going on right now. I think we're a little shell-shocked. You know, we beat these guys 2-0, but it's a whole new game. Obviously, they're up 1-0. And so we just got to shake off whatever we got going on. We're going to take care of that right now, and we're going to come out a different team in the second half.
Well, thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you to Coach Lemus. It's 1-0. Skutt at half. They lead this Class B title game here in Omaha.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Attachments designed to keep you moving. The Kubota BX Series with hydrostatic transmission. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium. 1-0 the score. Skutt on top alongside with Ashton Honor. Ashton, first of all, this NSAA state championship, you guys do an awesome job at honoring the student athletes and all the coaches and everything that goes on. What is the best part of it? What makes this event so memorable for all these students?
What makes this event so memorable is obviously we play in some of the best facilities in the state of Nebraska. We have wonderful facility hosts. and incredible officials and everybody who's on site helping us with these state championship events. And then with all of our wonderful awards programs that we have, one of the big programs that we have actually being presented at halftime of the next game is the Nebraska State Colleges Multi-Activity Student Award. So tonight we're going to honor 4 schools with the most multi-activity students based on a percentage, and we're going to honor Norfolk in Class A, Adams Central in B, Pender in Class C, and then Pope John in Class D.
So how did that award come to fruition? Why did you guys think it was important to implement that?
Absolutely. So in today's age of sports specialization, we wanted to highlight all of our student participants and student athletes who, participate in at least 3 NSA sanctioned activities. And the NSA sanctions 24 sports and 5 activities. So kids in grades 9 through 12 received the award based on those 3 activities. So.
Well, thank you so much, Aston. Still more to come here at the NSA State Soccer Championship. Stats and highlights when we come back.
Opportunities. They're found here, and here, and here. They inspire her, motivate him, prepare them. And when those opportunities start here, they can take you anywhere. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Explore WayneStateCollege.com.
Education Quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Well, let's take a look at some highlights from first half action. Skutt looked like they might have been on the board twice, but 2 times called for offsides.
Yeah, they're getting chances, but as you can see, those little pieces sticking over are causing offside problems for Skutt.
So just offsides, no goal, and it was still 0-0. Here was the opportunity, though. What a great cross.
Dylan does a great job to stay onside here, and a one-touch finish. Very difficult for any goalkeeper to stop that.
So a goal by Dylan made it 1-0. Maybe the best opportunity was right here off the header that looked like it hit the post, maybe the defender.
Yeah, when we looked at this closer from another angle, we see it does hit the goal post, but Skutt had that covered. I think they wanted a handball because his hand was right there by that post. No luck.
So here's a look at the numbers at half. Skutt has controlled possession, no doubt, more so in the first half of that first half as opposed to the second, but still controlling possession.
Yeah, Lexington definitely picked it up in the second part of that first half. They're going to have to make some other offensive adjustments if they want to get back into this game.
We'll see what those might be. It is 1-0 here in half number 1. Skutt with the lead at Morrison Stadium.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Brought to you by Nebraska 811.
I see that PBS and NPR really challenge us to learn and challenge our thinking so that we think about things in a new perspective.
For 50 years,
PBS NewsHour is a daily at our home. We want to catch up on what's happening in the world, and we'll turn to PBS NewsHour. It doesn't sensationalize. It brings varying opinions, so you're challenged to think about all sides of an issue.
Next time on Antiques Roadshow, Vintage Las Vegas, Hour 1.
And then it'll be followed by Antiques Roadshow, or it might be followed by Backyard Farmer, depending upon the day. And it might also be a Husker baseball game. Be it a news program, or something about our environment, or our world, or a culture that we have never had an opportunity to really dig into deeply. To see something of beauty about this earth, PBS will take us there, and we're exposed to them.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
1-0 the score. Skutt on top alongside Coach Zabawa. Coach, how do you keep all this early momentum?
It's tough. I mean, when we came out of that first TV timeout, I felt that we lost some of the momentum we had. But I think coming out here, it's going to be that first 10 minutes is going to be really, really important. And the team that wins that first 10 minutes is going to have a good shot at winning this game.
And what will be key to that offensive attack?
For us, it's possessing the ball. We're at our best when we possess the ball, get the ball out wide, and then work the ball down the sideline. We got talented players all over the field, so if we can get the ball into our playmakers' hands, we'll be in good shape.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here they go, trying to work the wide channel right away. Well, they certainly did a nice job of possessing in that first half, and especially early in the first 10, 20 minutes of the first half, where they really controlled not only possession, but play on both ends.
Yeah, they really put their mark on this game early on. Like you said, tons of possession, and we saw that they have the advantage, 55% to 45%. And Coach Zabawa is exactly right. If Skutt can continue to control the possession on this game, I don't see any reason why they would give it up unless Lexington can really turn something around now. They've got to impose themselves on this.
So what do you think the conversation was like in Half Marin for Lexington, knowing how much trouble they were having with the shape of Skutt?
Yeah, Coach Lemos did not seem very happy. I imagine that conversation was very stern, but I think he also gave them some very specific changes to make. I mean, I know what I would do as a coach. I don't want to assume what he would do here. I kind of want to see what kind of...
What a great opportunity there as that was sent in, and Schitt sprinting to the frame.
I'm not even sure the Lexington back line even saw him coming in. I mean, he comes from that midfield. All of them are looking the other direction. Don't even see. That's a great timing run.
And a new keeper in goal here for the Minutemen as well. That's Eric Lopez in goal.
And that's an interesting change, right? I mean,
yes.
Whether is it injury related, or are they looking for just something a little bit different tactically?
There is Lopez. Echevarria was back there and has played in 18 games. Lopez has only seen action in 1 this year.
Yeah, so one would assume that maybe it's a nagging injury or something else for that change. Referee here definitely trying to keep this game under control. She's done a great job so far. And it does look like they are managing an injury down there.
Put the gloves right back on, it looks like.
As we saw last night, you know, when you have to put in a backup goalkeeper, I mean, obviously they're there for a reason, but definitely there's certainly some inexperience that can come into play in a big game like this.
Throw in here for the Minutemen. Coming off the line to make the play is Finkenbinder. Binder always kind of has a scowl on his face.
Right.
Intense one out there.
Focused, right?
I'll go with a focused scowl. I like that.
Well, you know, I mean, we see on the board that Lexington has 3 shots, but I really don't think Morgan Finkenbinder has really been challenged at all yet.
And back in now comes Oscar Echeverria.
Yeah, it appeared that maybe he was having a quad injury. Not sure how much impact that will have. Certainly could affect jumping for some high shots. There's that nutmeg again, Larry.
Yep. Opportunity up there in the wide channel, just a little too much pace.
Like I mentioned before, I think the Lexington defensive adjustments seem to be working. Now they've got to make those offensive adjustments. They're still a little bit casual with the ball going into that final third.
Here is Schent carrying it in. Sam Schent.
Yeah, good call. She was a little late with that whistle because she was waiting to see if that advantage would come into play there. Really dynamic change of speed, trying to keep his balance, just can't quite hold on to it. Gotta love that effort after he's fallen down, trying to get back up there.
Rada will take the kick here for the Skyhawks. Rada. Wide of the far post. Tried to put it on frame.
So you're going to see, we've seen it a little bit before, and I didn't point it out, but number 24, Noah Boyd, is the center back for Skutt. He comes up for those balls inside the box, for those set pieces and corner kicks. He's got nice size. I imagine he's a pretty decent header. He's got 7 goals on the season, so we know he knows how to score.
Grandson of former Omaha Mayor Mike Boyd. Good settle there. Oh, one of the through ball another direction.
Yeah,
they're still talking about it.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. That's the hard part about soccer, right? Is making sure that everybody's on the same page, and it's so hard to do. But you know, you've gone through an entire season. You've started to learn each other's habits. These midfielders recognize the body language of their forwards, so most of the time they know where those runs are going and what foot to put the ball on.
Lexington thought they had the throw in. Skutt took it. Officiating crew. Here's Raimundo. Got it through now to the feet of Martinez. Diego Martinez left-footed across and headed out.
Lexington just has nobody in the box there. I mean, I think there was one person on the far post. You've got to get more numbers into the box when you get a crossing chance like that. A little cheeky pass there, outside of the foot.
Stays with it. Shot on frame and a nice save by Echeverria.
Yeah, good time here to take a chance on goal and just see how that injury may or may not be affecting Oscar there. Looks to be just fine. This is dangerous with Skutt running at that back line. They're really dangerous on the dribble when they see that space behind those defenders.
That back line continued to play quite a bit forward.
They are.
Essner with it. Tobabin here. Tobabin with the cross.
Ooh.
The 18 and didn't get a solid foot on it as Dylan set it a bit high.
I'm sure he's going to want that one back. You could kind of see that look on his face. This is a great service, left-footed service, and it goes behind that line. So actually, I'm sorry, that was cleared on a misclear from that center back. Jesus there is going to want to have much bigger clearances with his head. He's got that size that we talked about earlier, but you definitely do not want to clear a ball to the top of the box.
Good opportunity here, Dylan again. And cleared out of the 18 by Lucas.
Yeah, you got to wonder on that last build-up from Skutt if they were all looking too much to pass versus looking for a shot on goal.
Boy, miscommunication there on that pass as Raimundo was waiting outside for it and went inside the defender. And Raimundo been on a run there. That would have been a terrific opportunity. Shot on, a little chippy, just over the goalpost. Nice poke there by Finkenbender if you got a hand on it.
Yeah, and we know Lexington likes to take those long shots. It worked for them previously.
Just off.
Yep, just over the crossbar. But this is really that first long shot that we've seen from Lexington today. But that's what got him here, taking those long shots. Seen a little bit drop off from Lexington defensively, but like you talked about, they're still stepping up.
Yeah.
This is part of their game plan. I think they want to win that ball higher on the field, but it leaves all that space behind.
Phillips with the run, the header over the crossbar. Boy, a good center there by Phillips.
That was almost like that first goal of the game. Just a great cross. He has to go pretty low to get that header. Gotta think if he just puts his foot on this ball, he might be able to stay over it and keep that ball low. But I'll be honest, what forward doesn't dream about scoring in the state championship on a diving header?
That was very close.
Yeah.
Off of the knees. Right there again is Echeverria.
Yeah, the Lexington back line still having some trouble clearing the ball.
Bobbin with it. Here is Shent. They'll carry it in. Great pass, nice touch there. Here's Trum. Trum off the... And still in the 18 and finally cleared, but crossbar not the friend of Skutt.
That was almost a textbook build-up into that shot. And now we've got a nice transition for Lexington going the other direction. Again, looking for that long shot.
And again, Finkenbetter is there.
And we didn't even get to see the great timing that Aiden had on that little run to get behind, but what an incredible shot. A quick turn, early shot, just off that crossbar. We've seen a little bit of an adjustment here for Lexington offensively. They're getting their outside backs more involved in the attack now. We're only seeing those two center backs staying back, but again, they're going to be exposed. That's a great way to not get exposed when you're up high defending. Call that a smart foul.
Footwork.
You can see.
Yeah, he wants to help. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Somebody get up. Where am I going? Here's an opportunity. Martinez. Nice job by Finkenbetter to come out and make the play.
Good ball from Diego. Great job getting out into that wide channel, but when he looked up, he only still saw one player inside the box. Lexington has to get more numbers in. Give more options for who Diego can serve that ball to.
Here's Lexington again. They will try to build. Dean Lima back into the game. Also coming back in is Kyle Stokow. Throw in here for Kenny Morales. Back to Morales. Mundo can't win it. Here is Esmer again.
The Lexington crowd definitely wanted a foul on that one, but looked clean from here. See that nice long throw in again.
Great punch out there.
Fantastic punch. See if Lexington can transition and get a goal scoring opportunity here.
Here's Vargas. Two on him, and Vargas loses it, and it'll be a throw in for Skutt.
I'm just really impressed with Skutt's ability. They get the numbers up involved in the attack. We saw a lot of numbers in the box on that long throw in, but then they recover so quickly into their backfield.
the discipline as well, right? I mean, they don't lose their shape. Just really disciplined defense.
Yeah, not diving in on those one-on-ones.
Yep.
That's a big clearance.
Martinez with it. Opportunity cross in the middle. Shot on! Got it! The equalizer for Lexington!
I love that our referee allowed that advantage to take place because that was the right call. The no call was the right call. Wonderful little move here for Diego to get that ball past that line. This service into the box is exactly what Lexington needed. An incredible finish.
Ernesto Vargas, the senior, with his 14th goal of the year, and we are even at 1.
And that's the kind of finishing that we knew Lexington was capable of. To take this ball off of the chest and then volley this, that's composure.
So midway through second half, and Lexington has evened it at 1.
And I was just about to say, you know, that this Diego Martinez, he's been such an important part of their offense, and he hadn't touched the ball a whole lot in that first half. He's much more active in the second half, and he's really the one that started that attack there. Certainly got this crowd energized with that goal.
No doubt.
And Skutt had not put on any brakes. They were certainly plenty active, getting shots. You gotta wonder now if they get a little bit more urgent. Great step there. Benchent.
The opportunity here. Echeverria again.
Skutt making some changes here. Maybe a good time to get some of your starters a little breather. Make a little push here in the last less than 20 minutes.
Schitt and Phillips back in now for the Skyhawks. Long high ball.
Oh, that's a great run. Well done, Oscar, to come out and pick up that touch right there. Skutt's been able to catch this defensive back line a little bit off guard with those far side runs, that weak side run coming back behind that line.
Here was the equalizer. Ernesto Vargas. We're at 1.
Electricity. It makes life easier, more productive, brighter, possible. Yet we only think about it when we don't have it. The next time you're doing, well, anything, think about how electricity makes it all possible. And know we will be there, powering your everyday, every day.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The Kubota MX series is ready to help. You can mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. Equipped with a cab for any conditions. Loader lift capacity for jobs of all sizes. Hydrostatic or gear transmission options. The Kubota MX series. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNesports.com.
Brand new game at Morrison, 1-1 the score in the soccer championship here, alongside Johnny Torres, special guest, head coach of the Creighton Blue Jays on the men's side. Coach, this is your home field, but what is it like seeing all these people come out for state soccer?
I think it's great because it shows that once again our community in Omaha is one of the best in the country in supporting soccer, and I think it's great to be able to see two different types of cultures being out here competing under the same umbrella of the sport that we love so much, which is soccer.
And so much talent on the field. How have you seen the sport grow all across Nebraska?
It's been great. You know, I've been a part of the program now for 14 years after I went on to play pro and come back to help coaching, and to see the level of play continue to grow from the 90s when I was here to what we have now, you know, with current players on our team that played at prep. We have, 3 or 4 guys and other schools here in the area. So it's an opportunity for me to be able to come out and look for some talent.
Yeah, it's a showcase of some of the best players in Nebraska. What does it mean to have those homegrown players and possibly bring them onto your Creighton squad?
It's amazing. You know, I always talk about Duncan McGuire, who's one of our sophomores on the squad now, coming out to be part of our Junior Jays camps. Ryan Brackey, Luke Waters, these guys that come through the academy system and become part of our program is invaluable.
Well, thanks so much, Coach. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anna. 1-1 is the score here in the Class B championship game. Lexington and Skutt, a rematch of last year's title game.
So great to see Johnny Torres out here watching these players and just being a part of this atmosphere, like you said. He's such an important part of this soccer community.
Ouch.
Yeah, those
skim the nose, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a great punt from Morgan Finkenbinder there. When you think about that, ball just went from the defensive third all the way into the attacking third for Skutt. I mean, you know, getting your team chances anywhere in front of the goal and just getting them into that space is really important.
Aiden Trum back in. You will give Ian Scott a breather.
And I keep expecting to see Dylan Toth come back in. I'm sure he's ready to make another impact on this game. Maybe score a game winner.
Slow build here, pressure on the Skyhawks. That'll be a throw in for Skutt. Also back in is, as you said, Dylan Toth.
You can really see how well Aiden and Dylan play together as forwards up there. When you play a two front forward formation, look at that.
Right on, and there once again, Echeverria with the save. That was right on the woodwork.
Really great job staying over that ball, getting it down on frame. Aiden does a nice job leaving that ball for Ben Shent to come up and get that shot off. A lot of times it can be hard for forwards to leave balls, but when you've got somebody facing the goal, that's your cue. Leave this, let them shoot.
Good header cleared out. Right back into the 18 and let it roll right through the 18. Good play there by Fernando Casillas.
Yeah, Skutt's been dangerous with those long throw-ins, but they haven't capitalized on them yet.
There is Noah Boyd, who's cramping up, getting stretched out.
I think he's played the entire game. I'm sure he's used to a lot of minutes, but you know, you just cramping seems to happen late in these games, in these state championship games, for these players who are spending so much time on the field.
Take a look at this. 19-2 after 2 straight losses to open the year. And they have won, again, 19 straight, starting with a win over this Skutt team. They lost to open the year against Papillion La Vista South, then lost to West Side, which will be playing later tonight for a state title, and then knocked off this Skutt team to start that 19-game run. And in that run, they've only allowed 2 goals. This is the 3rd goal that they've allowed.
I mean, that's pretty impressive to go, not just the wins, but to have that few of goals scored against you.
Outscored their opponents 95-4 over that stretch, if you include state.
That's a pretty good ratio. I'd take that.
Absolutely.
Certainly Skutt has come up with a good game plan, though. I mean, they've been putting a lot of pressure on this back line. Oscar's been busy back there making saves.
Stopak here getting ready for likely another long throw in. As the Minutemen pack it into the 18, and that's headed but not cleared.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aiden just came in underneath Ernesto. Ernesto Vargas going up for that header clearance. Aiden gets caught underneath him.
Coach Lemus called Ernesto Vargas arguably the most talented player with the most pace on the team. Said he has lungs for days.
Well, he's certainly got good size, good speed, and great composure in front of the goal.
We'll play next year at Nebraska Wesleyan. As you look at Raimundo, wondering what it was.
He doesn't agree, but doesn't matter.
Sit in right at Echeverria. We are now at 10-minute mark, 10 minutes remaining here in a 1-1 game for a state championship in Class B. Well, we had a terrific Class B championship on the girls' side last night.
Yeah, overtime and a shootout.
Shaping up to be another great one here tonight.
Skutt really had to deal with some adversity to come away with that championship.
Great ball forward, through ball fired on goal. And again, Echeverria with a save. Good run there by Toth. He's had some opportunities.
He has. I love how he runs at this back line. His timing is excellent. It's not always straight and not always predictable. That's what's making him so dangerous on these through balls and these balls over the top.
Perez with it. Yellow card here will be called on the Skyhawks. And Perez, Alexander Perez, the sophomore, slow to get up. He's had 2 goals down here at state. He's now on his feet.
Good time to be scoring goals in the state playoffs. They need him.
Late in the second half, 8:34 to go, and you've seen here late the cramping start to creep in.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, like I talked about, Skutt has done such a great job getting up in the attack and back in the numbers. It does take a toll. I mean, he's just trying to get in on this tackle here, ends up getting the body, doesn't get any part of the ball. Little tussle going on down here. Oh. So players will put their hands up to make sure that the ref sees that they're not using their hands to push and shove.
Into the 18, still alive here. Lex has it. Vargas has it taken away and cleared out. Sends it through the middle. Great ball. Here is.
Oh my.
And we're going to have a penalty kick.
And this is why these runs So Aiden started this. He gets the ball around midfield, plays it up the line, and then he makes this hard run. Great timing to get behind Jesus here. And he just can't get a good shot because of that tackle. That's why she called the penalty kick. You let the shot go again, of course, it's just like that advantage piece, but it definitely getting his legs there, pulling him down with the legs.
Justin Zabawa wants clarification here.
He's got a penalty kick. I think he might be asking about why there isn't a card being issued. And it wasn't a clear from behind. It was more, it was a little bit from the side and from behind. I didn't see a card issued. Did you, Larry?
Did not, no.
Okay.
Yeah, coach was asking for a red card. And Brittany Hageman yeah, there's
the yellow.
Card. Yep, okay.
Yep. And that's the right call. The reason it's not a red card, and we talked about this from yesterday's game, technically the goalkeeper is the last offender. If the goalkeeper makes a foul there and they're the last offender, it's an automatic red. Because there's still a goalkeeper there, Jesus was not the last offender. That's why it's a yellow card.
So penalty kick upcoming for Sam Shent. It's a 1-1 game with 8:02 left. And what a big moment this is. Shent facing Echeverria. PK, Shent. Got it! Skutt with the lead.
He acts like he's been here before. What a well-placed penalty kick. Echeverria makes a great guess, goes to his right. Sam Shent shooting to his left, but puts it in that side netting just inside the post. Such a difficult spot for a goalkeeper to make a save on that. Really well-placed. Sam Shent. Maybe the game winner?
8 minutes to go.
Like I said, Aiden Trum doing such a great job drawing that penalty. He literally, I watched him make a 50-yard run from the midfield to get in behind, anticipating that that ball would be played, and that's the result.
So now we'll see if we get a sense of urgency here for the Minutemen.
Yeah, and Lexington doesn't really have a choice at this point. They've got to show a lot of urgency. They've got to take chances. This might be a great time to move into a 3-back, push more players forward, see if you can get some more presence and chances in the box on goal.
Vargas can't catch up to it.
Ernesto just kind of got his feet looked like just a little bit tripped up, couldn't quite get that ball stopped. Skutt definitely going to take some time. Anytime they have a free kick, they're going to kind of manage the game a little bit. They don't need to rush. Lexington definitely has to kind of quickly get this ball back in play. Get the ball forward, and they've got to keep it in their attacking half. Every clearance from Skutt is going to try to be big, put it behind that back line, let your fast forwards run onto it. Don't give up set pieces.
Yeah, right. Foul called there on Kyle Stopak. Free kick here. I believe that's Casillas. It is. Casillas into the 18. Vargas opportunity. Vargas wide. Corner kick upcoming.
I like that they kept Vargas back there. They kind of let their big guys get into that middle, but the ball goes past and leaves Vargas almost in a 1v1 situation. Decides to take an early shot. Little flick on here. Great defending to deflect that.
Set it again.
Great
swipe, yep. Cleared it out. And Phillips.
That's a big-time defensive play from Morgan Finkenbinder there. All you have to do is get a touch so it redirects. And then he lets his defensive players just get the rest of the job done, getting that ball cleared out. I mean, this is such a hard ball to get a hand on, all that traffic, and he manages to get a punch. Really well done. His timing is perfect, too.
Cole Esther back in for Skutt. Yeah.
He feels good
Liked
about
it
that.
too.
And for the Snowhawks, number 3, Cole Esther, and number 16, Adam Witt, number 70, Devin Block.
Back to Vargas. Vargas crosses, opportunity. Cleared out.
Good clearance header there.
Like Stopak in there on that. Stopak right back out on Boulder.
I mean, a really great defensive team effort here from Skutt. I mean, everybody is doing their job. They're staying in their shape, just like you talked about earlier, Larry. I mean, that organization defensively has really come through for Skutt tonight.
And here is Esther, going to chew up some valuable time. And now Schenk, look out, here's Schenk, far side, opportunity, on goal! Just wide.
And this is a brilliant first touch from Sam Shent. In one touch, he gets past Angel Diaz, I believe, able to set up that shot. Oh. This is going to be a card.
Stopak with the card.
And, you know, Miguel's been on the ground a lot. We've seen him getting knocked around, taken down from behind at times. Certainly earned that. Yeah, and you can see the Lexington coaches telling their players, get up, you've got to get numbers in the box here. Less than 3 minutes left in the game.
And now we got the chippiness continuing near the 18, just outside the 18. There's some pushing and shoving going on between Enamorado and Orada.
Lexington needs to stay focused on scoring a goal here.
The 18, the header! Good save. Finkenbinder again. That was the length of the Minutemen.
This ball is served in really well. Jesus gets up on this and gets the header. I think he finds the spot that he wants, but not quite the power on that header that he wanted. Finkenbinder easily handles that. You know, and I gotta say, this referee, she's done a great job keeping this game under control, keeping it safe.
Ben Shent takes that away. 2 minutes to go. Foul called on the Minutemen. That's on Enamorado.
And Enamorato's got to be a little bit smarter here. I mean, he gets his elbow up, puts it in his back. You're going to get called for that every time. This is just not the time in the game to be giving up those kinds of penalties. Because now you can take a free kick, you can let that ball go out of bounds, you can take your time throwing this ball in.
Time getting short here for the Minutemen. They're going to have to build quickly. 1:10 to go.
Yeah, this is, I mean, push everybody up. You don't have anything to lose at this point. I'm actually surprised that they're not all coming up higher.
Vargas carrying it in. Vargas. Now a throw in with 45 seconds to go. On the top. Shot is wide.
It's a good look. Hudson Ben just needed to be on frame. Morgan, smart goalkeeper. Takes 7 seconds off on that goal kick and get it downfield as far away from your goal as possible.
And he will let it tick away.
He's got to punt this.
That is going to do it. For the third consecutive year, the Skutt Skyhawks are state champions. Just the second boys team in any class to win 3 in a row, their 8th title overall.
Well, Skutt showed up tonight. From the beginning whistle to the end, they did not let up. It paid off.
And the terrific sportsmanship here at the end. The difference was the PK. Shent sneaks it in. And the Skyhawks are state champs once again.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Opportunities. They're found here, and here, and here. They inspire her, motivate him, prepare them. And when those opportunities start here, they can take you anywhere. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Explore WayneStateCollege.com.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
This week on A Special Nebraska Stories, we commemorate the 50th anniversary of Title IX, the passage of the landmark legislation that helped level the playing field for women and girls in the classroom and on the field. Nebraska Stories Title IX features several stories that bring to light how far women have come and how far they still have to go.
Here we go!
Don't miss this week's special episode of Nebraska Stories Title IX, Thursday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back at Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Class B state championship. It's a final. Skutt wins it 2-1 over Lexington. Third consecutive title for Skutt. Now time to hand out medals and trophies to the runner-up and the champs. And for that, we go to Chad Price.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by the NSAA Board of Directors, NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, Tom Lee from Omaha Westside, Dana Wiseman from Sutton, and U.S. Bank Representative Dolores Turway. Here are the awards for the 2022 Class B runner-up Lexington High School. Will head coach Joel Lemus and your assistants please step toward the middle of the field to present the silver medals to each member of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 0, Jason Lemus. Number 1, Oscar Echevarria. Number 3, Manuel Carranza Gomez. Number 4, Jesus Prado Reyes. Number 5, Kenny Morales Suarez. Number 6, Alejandro Cruz. Number 7, Fernando Casillas. Number 8, Jordi Enemerado. Number 9, Antonio Moro. Number 10, Miguel Raimundo Jesus. Number 11, Diego Martinez Maravilla. Number 12, Ezekiel Lucas Reynoso. Number 14, Andres Perez. Number 15, Bradley Orozco Gonzalez. Number 16, Alexander Perez Tunay. Number 18, Kenneth Garcia. Number 19, Eden Lima Miranda. Number 20, Ernesto Vargas Hernandez. Number 23, Ivan Tuvar Morales. Number 30, Wilander Hernandez. Number 31, Eden Cruz Lima. Number 37, Freddy Vargas Guido. Number 41, Angel Diaz. And number 99, Eric Lopez. And now, here is the 2022 NSAA Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Lexington High School. And now to the 2022 Class B champions, Skutt Catholic High School. First, head coach Justin Zabawa, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Number 0, Morgan Finkenbinder. Number 1, Samuel Shent. Number 2, Benjamin Shent. Number 3, Cole Esner. Number 4, Matthew Rumpf. Number 5, Blake Flom. Number 6, Eric Schmidt. Number 7, Aiden Trum. Number 8, Dylan Toth. Number 9, Tyler Phillips. Number 11, Kyle Stopak. Number 12, William Tababin. Number 13, Zachary Oreda. Number 14, Dominic Costanzo. Number 15, Justin Witt. Number 16, Ryan Witt. Number 17, Ian Scott. Number 18, Jaden Fuchsga. Number 19, Tyler Williams. Number 20, Brom Allen. Number 21, Kyle Eck. Number 23, Lucas Vandenberg. Number 24, Noah Boyd. And number 26, Jack Healy. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is senior adjuster Ryan Jones to head coach Justin Zabawa. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here's the 2022 NSAA Class B State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Skutt Catholic High School.
Three in a row for the Skyhawks. They win the Class B State Championship. When we come back, we'll hear from the players and coaches. And the champs once again from Omaha Skutt.
Backyard Farmer is your home for all of your lawn and garden information. Be sure to watch as our horticulture experts from Nebraska Extension give you the best advice for your turf, vegetables, trees, and shrubs. You'll also hear solutions to common problems with insect and wildlife pests, as well as plant diseases. It's your most trusted garden advice on television. Watch Backyard Farmer Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
Colombia, shrouded by decades of conflict, its mysteries are finally revealed. From the Pacific to the plains, the Andes to the Amazon. Come explore Colombia, wild and free.
Wednesday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
My name is Dan O'Neill.
From North Platte, Nebraska. From the western edge of the state to Lincoln or Omaha is a long way. So state wrestling, state basketball, volleyball, all those events, that truly, I think, brings the state together, because there's just a lot of people that wouldn't be able to attend those events.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Skyhawks back on top. 2 was sweet. How about 3, Coach?
Oh, that was just a fantastic game. I mean, it was high-paced. It was what we thought it would be, and luckily we came out on top, and that was just a fun game to be a part of.
2 evenly matched teams. What do you think made the difference down the line?
I mean, to be honest, it was, I think both teams played well. I think it just came by who was going to take advantage of the opportunities when given, and you know, we had 1 out the crossbar, we had 2 called back. You know, we finally got our break, and you know, Sam steps up and hit that penalty, and that was huge.
Quite a run this team has been on. How special is this team?
Oh, this was a really special group. They, you know, losing so many seniors last year, we had a lot of holes to fill, and so it took us a little bit to get going, and once we did, and once we found our groove, you know, we were a tough team to beat, and we showed that today.
And another person, Morgan Finkenbinder, will bring in. What can you say just about that?
Morgan was, I mean, having him last year be behind Zach and kind of show him the ropes and stuff, and then stepping as a sophomore, he was fantastic in that all season. And you saw it today. He came up big when he had to, and we're lucky to have him on the team.
Well, let's bring in Morgan, goalkeeper today, and a crucial part of this state championship.
Thank you.
How'd you stay so calm and composed in there?
I think it's just a lot of repetition. I've been in situations like these before with state cup finals, and something like this, it's kind of just natural.
3rd title in a row. What does it mean to the Skutt community?
Oh, it means a lot. It shows all the hard work we put in, all the training, all the time we spent after training, and it really just comes out and shows when we come out here and win this.
Well, congratulations, Morgan. And Sam Shent, next player will come in here. The offensive spark today, what had you on a roll?
You know, just in practice, we've been working on going against their high line. Their defense steps up pretty high, so I knew when I got the ball in the midfield, I could look up and dribble forward, and my strikers would be up there.
The biggest difference today, that PK. What thoughts were going through your mind during that?
You know, after practice, every single day, we work on penalties after practice, so I get in my routine, I take 4 steps back and 1 over to the left, and I shoot to the left, and I knew if I struck it well that the goalie he wasn't going to save it. But props to Aiden for getting the PK up there for us.
Well, congratulations. Go enjoy it with your team.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more coverage and a recap.
History isn't just about the past. Knowing our history is a way to help us better understand the present and even improve the future. Nebraska's state historical parks tell stories that will intrigue you, surprise you, or even inspire you.
Learn how our history connects us all